after about a month of warm weather. It was the warmest January that we've ever experienced here in Idaho. But finally, it snowed 6 inches all in one night. Kind of blizzardy, actually, and it brought in cold weather that has sort of stuck around. And it's been sort of a shock to our systems a little bit. But we're warm inside. Our new fireplace design is working great, our rocket mass heater. And we've discovered that it actually can take larger logs than what we've been putting in it. We measured it. It can easily take 2.5 foot length logs, so we don't have to split them with a chainsaw or cut them in half with a chainsaw first. So I've gotten some of the longer ones out of the woodshed and wanted to show you how we split a lot of logs all at once. Now with our other rocket mass heater in my art studio, it actually has to take very, very small pieces of wood, just kindling, really. So what this does, this tire here just holds them together so that when I chop it, it doesn't just, you know, go flying everywhere, and that takes a lot of time to gather it back up. It'd be a lot heavier if it was oak or some other hardwood. This is the sign of warm house and cold outdoors. Fogged up glasses.
Hey, Banjo. What are you doing?
If you see the numbers, what are the numbers?
Looks like you can reach about 2 feet. Pretty good. We use the fan to blow the air around and to, you know, extract the last bit of energy from our stack here. But for now, we'll turn it off so you can hear me. All right, we have yet to install the door, but in the meantime, just use a glove to get it off. And boy, when you take that off, the radiation just really, it's nice.
Daddy, I can do that each. Hey, stop!
Wow, that's big, Banjo. Emmy's favorite thing is to come sit on my lap while I'm trying to tend the fire. It's good daddy-daughter time.
She's showing you her drawing.
Ooh.
Was she looking at our drawings?
She drew a fireplace.
Oh.
So she's being just like Mom and Daddy, huh? Where are our drawings?
At the top. The very first page.
So we'll show you what we've been trying to design here. This is just the final look of this side of the fireplace.
I tried to draw it and then Trent fixed it to look to scale.
Well, we're just playing with different ideas of dental type molding and with a nice thick wood mantle at the top. I think it'll be really nice.
Stand up. Stand up.
You want to measure, Dad?
Yeah.
Should we see how tall he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do it?
Daddy, you stand up. But not me. No.
You ready?
I want to do it.
How are you gonna do it?
Ooh, you're pretty fancy, Banjo.
Want me to help?
Okay. Almost. We got to put it all the way onto the ground where Dad's feet are. And then you read that number. There's a lot of numbers.
One of those O things and one of those one things.
One of those things. 71 inches. You're 71 inches, Dad.
Really good now.
How tall am I?
Oh yeah, it is.
Is it clear now?
It's It's clear enough.
Yesterday it was really sooty. That window was really sooty. We couldn't see any light through it at all. But as the fire heated up, it kind of baked off the soot, so it cleans
That's
itself
cool.
really well. You don't have to worry about it. I was a little bit worried about that. We'd have to reach in there and wipe it off or something with a long stick. But it does just fine.
There you go.
Ellie.
That was the best thing ever.
Obviously not a perfect solution, but it works for now. Wow. So satisfying. So this HVAC pipe that we've modified to be, you know, our exhaust chimney, basically. Yeah, it's all covered with creosote, or rather, you know, this is actually not true creosote. This is the water-soluble, just basically liquid smoke that's dripped out and dried. It's because we fitted these together the wrong way, and we knew it. We totally were aware of it at the time, but we did it anyway because, well, it just happened to be easier at the time, and we were never expecting this to be permanent. So we did the male ends up, and we're supposed to do the male ends down so that this stuff drips inside the chimney. There is no creosote, but there is too much heat escaping through here, which means that we're not allowing enough of the heat to escape through there and there and there, and it's a mess there, but ignore that. So this copper coil here, we want to experiment with utilizing some of this heat to heat water, which will eventually go here into these pipes that we've run under the concrete in our floor. We've got 4 different sections because we've got 4 main parts of this living area. So 4 imports here, and they come out here. And we'll have little pumps that will circulate the water through there. We'll have an open top boiler. So it won't be a pressurized system, it'll just be open, but we first have to find out a way to heat the water. And that's always been the end goal for this heater. It's very difficult to build a contraption like this that we need to do 3 separate things. Of course, they're all heating, but we needed it to heat the air quickly, so we needed to release heat very, very quickly, release energy. Also heat food, which now it does. We can cook on it. And also we want it to heat water for the floors. And these concrete floors are neither finished nor warm. But soon, hopefully soon, they'll be both. They'll be warm and they'll be beautifully finished with tile. Homemade tile, for that matter. But since this is so warm here, that brings us back to what I was talking about before. Since this pipe is so warm, that tells us that we have a lot of extra heat that we could be utilizing. It's too warm, which is why we had the fan on there when we started this video. It's just trying to get that heat off of the pathway out into the atmosphere and into our house where it's going to do something useful. So we can ignore the water situation. We could just lengthen this, make it go all the way around the room, or we could wrap the copper pipes around this and then encase it in concrete and stone, or put a boiler here, basically. So it won't technically boil the water because there's not enough extra heat, latent heat, but there is enough to heat it. And having 90-degree water running through our 50-degree floor would make a nice difference. And this is very well insulated underneath too, so all the heat, or most of the heat, will come into this space instead of going down into the soil below. But that's the plan. So far, so good. Because we waited so long, there were 5 days or so where we were not heating the house at all, except with the sunroom, and it was partly cloudy, so it was doing a half job most of those days. But because of that, the ambient temperature of the house has gone down drastically. We woke up this morning to 57 degrees, and that's colder than we've seen it all year, maybe even for 2 years, which kind of, I've slowly gotten used to it over the past week, so oh well, no big deal, I guess. But we want to superheat this thing for the next several days, get the house really hot. Maybe we'll go through some extra wood, but all right, so that's the report for today. I've got enough wood for most of the day here, which is not much wood. The plan next, before we do all this stuff, is to true up this face here. We've got bricks sticking out in different levels here, and we'll smooth that out. Luckily these are soft, we can just cut them with a hand saw, and we'll brick in around it with some real bricks, and then drill into it, put the face frame on there, then we can install this and start bricking. Alright, I'm gonna turn this fan back on. Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.